Thanks for staying with us. It's time now to look at the stories making headlines in the papers this morning. And of course, we've got a host of them. Let's check them out together. On the front page of the Abuja Inquirer, also called the Pulse of the City, there's a splash of stories as usual. Yes, it's Easter, but things are tough. That's the boldest headline we see there. Nigerians speaking, prices remain high for goods and services. Economists rule out early price crash. And Governor Doyediri of Bayelsa State is quoted as saying palliatives not solution to hardship. In other stories on the Abuja Inquirer, school owners protest FCT's 5% tax. NECO approves conduct of SSCE. In Saudi Arabia, alcohol raises heart disease risk, particularly among women. And Nigeria's First Lady, Remi Tinubu, says her husband, the president, will retire to a better Nigeria. In the meantime, Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Kuka, slams political leaders, says they look like men in drunken stupor. This Nigeria is next, hoisting several stories there. Among them, Niger Delta leaders to Tinubu saying, Wike will remain your dependable ally. FCT minister inspects 6 road projects on Easter. BDC's return to mainstream forex market responsible, or BDC's return to mainstream FX market responsible for exchange rate stability. That's according to ABCON. But the biggest headline of this Nigeria is about yet another looting spree by youth. Angry youth, they are called, looting palliatives in Kebbi State as NDLEA seizes consignment of psychoactive substances hidden in noodles in Bayelsa. Solodo, Anambra State Governor, that is, Lord's Air Peace Direct Lagos-London flight. APC chieftain Lukman calls for reconciliation between former Kaduna State Governor El Rufai and his successor Obasani. Police confirmed kidnap of 3 students from Unical Hostel. That's another one there in this Nigeria. And Daily Trust also reporting on the loot by Kebbi residents who invaded government and private warehouses. Bayelsa State Governor says palliatives not solution to hardship. Bishop Kuka charging President Tinubu on food and physical security. Regarding the Israeli-Palestinian war, ceasefire talks resume as Israel kills 400 Palestinians in 2 weeks. Now, Kaduna APC suspends women leader for criticizing Governor Sani. Nigeria records 55.2 billion naira trading balance with the UK, and 20 die of Lassa fever in Benue State. Platform Times says it's spotlighting an investigation on how police tortured a cow seller to death. Of course, it goes on to say that the police went on to allegedly dump the body in Ogumog. Another exclusive report by the Platform Times says communal crisis erupts. Suspected Modake cares allegedly murder member of the royal family, and the police said to be silent. Bandits strike luxury bus, raise vehicle on Ogun Highway. APC suspends El Rufai ally for criticizing Governor Sani. Police arrest fake soldier declared wanted by the military. Presidency criticizes Peter Obi for exploiting ethnic religious divides. Silent Times is next on Nigeria's rebirth as captioned, come up with robust template dateline. Kuka tells Tinubu Nigerian leaders fumble while searching for the way home. Biden under fire for declaring Easter Sunday as Transgender Day. Police arrest 10-year-old boy for allegedly strangling mate to death. Police also arrest 3 men for rustling 132 rams in Niger State. Fund seeker drowns while swimming in Ogun River. And Bayo Nunuga accuses Peter Obi of inflaming religious ethnic passion for political ambition. Yet another slant to the Kaduna situation there regarding for the former governor and his successor. You are disrespectful. Activist blasts El-Rufai's son over attack on Uba Sani. The Daily Times is reporting still on the Bishop Kukah message to the federal government, this time around saying that provide templates that will put Nigeria on the path of national healing. Says the path must include a deliberate policy of inclusion that will end immoral culture of nepotism. Army will ensure total defeat of insurgents and others. That's another story on the Daily Times. Nigerian equities market surges by 18.2 trillion naira despite economic headwind. Now, first news. Easter message, still on Bishop Kukah's Easter message. Our leaders look like men in drunken stupor. All right. El-Rufai Sani rift. Lukman urges APC intervention. Pope Francis, in his Easter message, advocates for global peace. Social critic, very dark man, released from police detention after 9 days. First News editor says, thanks to everyone, your outcries saved my life, in his message following his release from detention. EPL, Liverpool defeats Brighton to go top as Arsenal Man City play goalless draw. Finally, is New Telegraph. Kukah demands robust templates for Nigeria's healing process, false use of hunters, vigilantes to tackle terrorism. Be hopeful, prayerful to surmount current challenges. Khan urges Nigerians and pray for peace, economic prosperity, security. ACF tells Christians. On the Labour Party crisis, leaders fighting to preserve personal privileges. That's according to Professor Pat Utomi. Being in prison, not end of life, celebrates Easter. That's Peter Obi celebrates Easter with inmates. And there's a report on why state pension law should be abolished by lawyers as federal government approves 25 billion to enhance health care delivery. Ibrahim.
Leadership is the first with me. Debt crisis, Sonny, El-Rufai's Cold War continues. APC suspends former governor's loyalist and women leader. Rift reflects party's failure. There's Lukman. Easter, things will get better. Governors, clerics assure Nigerians. Tinubu will do 8 years as president, says Umahi. Suspect with slain female lecturer's phone arrested. Bauchi takes Ramadan palliative distribution to grassroots. Syndicates hired to burn Borno IDP camps nabbed. Manufacturers 58.12 billion naira. Self-generated electricity cost weighs on profit. Above the masthead, Pope Francis calls for ceasefire in Gaza, Ukraine. Army will ensure total defeat of insurgents, bandits, Labaja. Nigerian News Direct is next. Excuse me. Uba Sani's revelation sparks fresh concerns on debt profile, financial stability of states, as Serap gives Wike others 7 days to publish loan agreements, account for 5.9 trillion naira, $4.6 billion loans. BDCs recount 660 naira appreciation in naira since return to FX markets. Lord Cardoso. NDLEA operatives refuse 5 million naira bribe, retrieve drug consignments. Rwani predicts decline in food prices by June, cites positive economic outlook. Governor Fubara faces fresh impeachment, pilot from Rivers lawmakers. And police intercept cleric with human parts in Ondo. Next is Daily Independent. CBN new capital base, 5 lenders may seek license downgrade. We are determined to defeat terrorism, banditry, Chief of Army Staff. APC urges Nigerians to stay hopeful of prosperous future. Angola to open visa investment center in Port Harcourt tomorrow. Serap gives governor's FCT minister 7 days to publish agreement, account for 5.9 trillion naira, $4.6 billion loans. Palliative not solution to hardship, says Bayelsa governor. Kukah asks Tinubu to emplace plans towards achieving food security. Next is the Vanguard newspaper. Recapitalization. Banks sweat over exclusion of 3.8 trillion naira retained profit. NSCIA to governors, stop asking Tinubu to curb insecurity in your states. Okwama residents trapped in forest send SOS to Tinubu Oborowori. Above the masthead, Edo Goba, 16 men, 1 woman who want to succeed Obaseki. Tinubu's aide Tanko in verbal war over Peter Obi. Why Nigeria's oil belongs to the north by Usman Bugaji. Next is the Guardian newspaper. Oil theft persists in Niger Delta despite militarization, private security. Man kills friend over motorcycle, dumps body in bush. Why Nigerians suffer unstable power supply by TCN. Residents warn pro-Wike lawmakers over impeachment threats. CSOs write CGN, laments prostate of judiciary. Sonny, Wike, others get ultimatum to publish agreements, account for 5.9 trillion naira and $4.6 billion loans. Imperative of managing fallout of the Okwama killings and go to court. Financial burden of prosecuting electoral matters in Nigerian courts. Next is the West newspaper. Hope rises again as Abule Egba Abeokuta Expressway gets Ogun government attention. Motorist residents doubt latest decision. Apply caution in scanning QR codes. NITDA warns Nigerians about new scam format. We're not bothered about beavers. APC will win or your local government polls. Adelabu boasts. Oni plans smart city for Ife. Partners private firm. Police nab 2 trying to rob police patrol officers. And above below the masthead, Lagos confiscates 359 motorcycles. Excuse me. Arrests homeless riders in Fagba. Next is the Nation newspaper. Ondo 2024 governorship, Jima Ibrahim, are the most qualified. 9 universities degrees, 2 national FGN honors, OFR, CFR, etc. Now 3 presidential jets proposed for sale. Cost of maintenance now a burden to government. Kaduna's debts. RFI son Bello disagrees with brother. Clergyman, leaders preach peace, love to mark Easter. And then Nature newspaper is next. Biodiversity economy. South Africa launches campaign for consumption of bush meat. USAID partners SON to combat lead poisoning in Nigeria. Indorama secures AFDB's $75 million loan to boost fertilizer production in Nigeria. Thunderstorms, strong winds may precede rainfall in states, NIMET warns. Fact check, does mango and soda drink consumption cause death? You can read that up on. Okay, also we have why Abuja Smart City remains a dream 14 years after. You can get more of that from the Nature News newspaper. Last but not least is the Nation Sports. Iwobi reveals Pesero forced us to play defensive. Aftermath of Ghana, Mali friend. That's about it for the sporting, the Nation newspaper sporting reporting page here.
Right, right. And those are the stories. That's the headline stories across the papers this Monday morning. You can check them all out. Bishop Matthew Kuka trending with various dimensions to his Easter message delivered on Sunday, as well as several other interesting stories you should check up on.